Hello everyone, I'm Rizwan,
And I'm Steven.
and this is Cardboard Collection.
And today we figured we'd bring you a review of
Everdell Farshore.
Farshore. Farshore, yes.
Farshore.
So a review of Everdell Farshore from Starling Games.
Farshore?
A long shore, a shore far away.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just it could just be a name. They're just calling it Farshore.
Okay.
Like Everdell Farshore. All right, so back to it. This is Everdell Farshore from Starling Games. It is 1 to 4 players. It takes 40 to 80 minutes to play, and it's for ages 10 plus. Now, also, if you guys have if you guys have played Everdell, because we have Everdell, the super big collector's edition over there with all the extra stuff. And then I went and I bought the big cards. They make bigger cards, so like when you get older, you can read the big cards. I haven't bought that because I'm getting older.
Oh.
We won't say it about Resvon, but I'm getting older, so I bought the big card version of that too. It's just the cards. But anyways, this is a version of Everdell, right? It's not a sequel necessarily. If you've played Everdell, you've played this. There are some small things that are different. You have a little ship that runs around. You have the compass rose. I gotta think the name of it. The resources that, well, this is not really a resource. They changed the resource. They've changed some things, but it's Everdell. If you know how to play Everdell, it's really easy to pick this one up.
Yeah.
Or Everdell Duo, which is the last one that we learned how to play and we reviewed.
Yeah.
Another Starling game. And Tabletop Tycoon, I think, is maybe the distributor in the US, and that's why I get that mixed up. But anyways, back into the review, because that's what you guys are here for, is the review. So let me get the handy dandy review tablet out so I can keep us on track. All right. So this game, the theme of it is just like Everdell. It is creating our critters building a town, but this one is by the shore, right? So you have a little bay, and you have different critters for this one, and you're building your little town by the shore, right? The mechanics, same as Everdell. You're gonna hear me say this over and over again. It is worker placement. You place your worker down for resources. It's drafting. You can there's open drafting, right? I didn't say that in the Everdell Duo review, but it's there in that one too. Open drafting means you see all the cards, everyone gets to pick from there. And then set collection, because you're really trying to do is build a machine in front of you, right?
Yeah.
To get you more points, not just more points, but more resources, everything, right?
Yeah.
So worker placement, set collection, and open drafting. And Resvon's still yawning. We tried to wake her up before the video with some face slapping, but it didn't work. All right. So ease of teaching, ease of play.
Yes.
I would say this is just there with Everdell and Everdell Duo. It's really easy to teach, really easy to play.
Easy to
right?
teach, easy to play.
So replayability.
You don't have a lot of reading too.
No, there's not a lot of reading. That's one of the things we try to look at with Resvon is with the cards. We pick a lot of games that have a lot of just symbols on it. So Resvon just has to know the symbology, but this has some reading. And honestly, I don't think you didn't ask me that much what the card meant.
No.
A couple times you would say what it means, but it was more trying to figure out what the symbol means or something like that. There's not a ton of reading. You can get that from the age 10 plus, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it easy for people that English isn't their first language to sit down and play. You have to be able to read some English, but it's easier.
Yeah.
So easy teaching, easy play, just like the other Everdell games. That's right there.
Yeah.
Now next thing.
Okay, next. I say and.
All right. We've done these a handful of times, and she doesn't know the order. It's all right. I still love you. All right. So replayability. I would say the replayability is really good. You have a huge deck of cards over there. You have, where did I put them? I put them here.
A lot of these things.
Well, you have a lot of these. So they're different island tiles that you get to put out. It's something that's a little different than Everdell. Some island tiles you get to put out.
Cards? It's a lot.
Lots of different cards that you have. And then the compass rose, there's 2. She's going to make me on by the time we're done with this one. The compass rose, the ones that Resvon was pointing at up there in the corner, there are 8 of them total, but 4 symbols for
Each one.
keywords. And if you watch the how to play, you could see what we mean by that. So I don't know. It's 4 times 4 is your amount of play that you have. So 16 different options you can get out of that, if my math's correct, and I'm not a mathematician. So yeah, there's a lot of replayability in the game. Production value. This is the point where I'll say this is the collector's edition. There's 3. This is the collector's edition. There's 4. Oof. I don't know.
I really don't know.
High quality videos here, that's for sure.
No,
So
before that did not happen, really. And after video, I don't have a yawning. I don't know why in the video time.
yeah, she definitely doesn't yawn for all of her Instagram videos she does, and she makes a ton of those.
Yeah, my
All right.
videos, I don't have yawning.
So, what was I saying? Production value.
We talked about the
Yep. I know.
replay. We say it is a good for replay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is it? Production value. Yeah. Good replayability. Production value. For production value is what I'm going to point out. This is the collector's edition. This might be the only edition you can get right now. When I was looking at prices, I saw Essential edition. I saw some things, read some articles about in Spain. The Essential edition's out. It's half the cost of the collector's edition. And what that gets you is cardboard. It'll be cardboard things. You might get the wooden meeples, but everything's cardboard. Like instead of little metal anchors and stuff like that. And then the little containers that Resvon keeps messing with, I got those in another Kickstarter for Everdell, but it was the Farshore deluxe resource vessels. So this was bought completely separate. And then the light tower over there, like the tree in Everdell, I got the wooden one, so it's a lacquered, like thin wood instead of the cardboard. It's at the bottom. The cardboard one's at the bottom of this box. But this is the collector's edition. The production value in the collector's edition, and I would even say the essential, looking at the cardboard they have here, because they do have cardboard. They have like the tiles and stuff. It's good. I would still put the production value at good. If you get the collector's edition, it's a little bit better because you get metal. You have metal anchors, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have the
I never use them. I forget.
Yeah, Resvon forgets to use them.
Every time I forget to use them, but they are really good. Really good. Steven used them and he won.
Yeah, I won twice with them, right? 2 to 3 so far on this game. But as you see over there, you have some wooden driftwood. You have the point tokens, which are
so beautiful here.
Yeah, the little ship. That's the essential edition. Things like that. You get the point tokens. They're like little seashells.
Beautiful.
Instead of the famous berries from Everdell, you get mushrooms. So they're like these little rubbery mushrooms, right? And you have the seaweed, actually, which are little rubbery seaweeds, too, which is interesting. And that's for the collector's edition, which with the collector's edition, you're just bumping up the production value. Then if you get the deluxe components after that, bumps it up a little bit more.
In a regular game, it's with the papers?
Cardboard.
Cardboard?
It'll be like this.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing.
Like this is cool.
If you can find the essential edition, which seems to be hard to find, if you can find it,
then
it's cardboard. And what most people were saying is Everdell put out an essentials edition. It's the one I believe 5. It's the one I believe that they sell at like Target here in the United States. That one, the Everdell Essentials edition is cardboard stuff. You still get all the gameplay, you get all that. You just don't get the fancier components, right? The upgraded components. All right. So now we're going to dive into the value versus cost.
Oh.
So, Everdell's normal edition like this, not the essential, is $100. This one is $100 MSRP, and it's not easy to find. A lot of places don't have it too. I don't know if they're going to start putting out more or what have you, but $100. So let's look at $100 for collectors. If you can find the essential, it looks like they run about $50 to $60 for the essential edition. Yeah. But for $100, Value versus cost. I'm going to still put it at good because the replayability, how fun it is to play, the deluxe components that you get, these are fun.
Yeah.
Resvon didn't play with them. I liked playing with the anchors.
Oh.
They're fun. The little berries and stuff like that.
Container.
Yeah, the containers, but that's extra. You pay extra on the
You
site.
pay extra for that? I
That
thought
was
you
from
paid
another
for that.
Kickstarter. That was this.
And what
That's why I
about
said the video.
shell?
Those shells come with the collector's edition, but the shell that the shells are in is from the deluxe thing later.
You're so cute.
So now the question I think at this point would be, if you have Everdell, would you buy Farshore? I would say there's enough things that are different. If you have Everdell and you love Everdell, I think picking up Farshore, there's my dyslexia coming in while I'm getting tired. Farshore is worth it, right? I don't feel any remorse for buying the collector's edition. That's why it's kicking in. What's that, 7?
I think,
Yeah. I have no remorse for buying this edition. It is really nice. The board did warp on us, but that's after some time, and it's very dry here. So I think I'm going to have to put it maybe in the bathroom while I'm taking a shower so it gets some moisture, and then put it under some heavy things to let it dry flat. Part of the reason is because I put it in this box as soon as I opened it, and I slid the box like this on a shelf, so it kind of sat sitting on its end open, and it slowly just went brrr. So maybe I'll have to fix it that way. But yeah, it's good still. This is one of the more expensive games. I mean, there's a lot more expensive games, but for how much you get that I feel is a little expensive, that I do feel good with how much I paid for it. So, like I said, back to, if you have Everdell, should you pick it up? I would say yes, especially if you have Everdell and you really love Everdell. Or if you have Everdell Duos, 8, she's going to beat the last record.
Guys, crop this part.
No, we're going to zoom in. Or Everdell Duos, if that's the Everdell you have, or not Duos, Duo. If that's the Everdell you have and you're looking at Farshore, I think it's worth it. You're not going to be disappointed with the quality, the gameplay, the art. There's really cute art.
I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute.
That's her expert opinion. So yeah, I would say it's worth it, even if you have Everdell. If you like Everdell. If you don't like Everdell, I don't know if this is going to change anything for you. All right. So would I play this game again? Would you play this game again?
I want to tell my friends play too.
Yeah, I would play this game again. Would you ask people if they wanted to sit down and play?
Yeah, I want to play 4-player.
Yeah, I want to play 4 players too. We've only been able to play 2 players. I even brought it up to one of our friends that we do game night with, and I said, we have a couple games, actually 2 of them now, that we have a couple games that I've learned to play recently and that we can play with 4-player, and this is one of them that I really want to get to the table. So, yes, I would play it again, and I would definitely ask people to play it, so I'd ask to play it again.
Me too.
So, is there anything you want to add to the review? Just one more yawn. We got to make it to closer to 10 so she can beat records. So, anything you'd like to add?
Anything I like to add?
These aren't prescriptive, if you guys can't tell that.
Put on the table. It's not that much spend time. Because some games, it really matter. When you put them and make them ready, you don't want to spend a long time. It's not that type of long time game like a Zombicide or something. I like it. It is medium, down and medium.
Yeah, so it's really easy to get out.
Don't spend a long time,
especially if you have the little containers, because now I can pack everything in little baggies and put it all back in here in the baggies. I like to keep everything in baggies, so yeah. So that is our review then.
And I have one question.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not our review.
This is for what?
Well, in the original, in Everdell, you put all your extra critters on there. I think
extra this thing?
Those ones that you get every season, which you still could.
For that.
Well, yeah, it's just not that big. So in Everdell, it's a tree, and there's different levels, and it's big, it's smaller, big, smaller, and you can kind of put them on different levels. This one is more because Everdell has the bush. This one has the lighthouse. That's 11. I think we've made a record. I think every video is going to be a record now.
I think it's a 9.
So, That is our review.
Yes, from the Everdell Farshore.
Yep, by Starling Games for 1 to 4 players, ages 10 plus, and it takes, I gotta look back down, 40 to 80 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review.
Oh, that's fun, Yanni.
I'm Steven with the Yoninator, and we're Cardboard Coalition. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.